Hey everyone, welcome back for another race breakdown. Today we are kicking off the 2025 race season with a road race. We're at the Hincapie Spring Series. This is the Donaldson Center road race. Check up at the track map. We have our normal course. You probably guys, if you guys follow the channel, you've seen this course before. Probably seen it on the web for other videos as well. We are coming through the start-finish line right now. Field was pretty big. The first weekend of this series got canceled due to bad temperatures and rain. So we are starting off the second weekend of the series. And then this is the Sunday race, so Donaldson Center. We are coming through the start-finish line, taking this fun sweeping right-hander. Check out the field. Huge field right now. I want to say we started with 65, 70 guys. Really, really fun group of guys to be racing with. Want to call out the main teams real quick and the main hitters. So in this group we have, just right here on my left in black and blue, we have Joyce Athletics, new team out of the Charlotte area. They came with a ton of guys. I want to say they came with 8 or 9 on both days of this first weekend. Another big presence is Lee's McRae. They came with 12 guys as well. So good or bad, they came with 12 guys and you had to deal with it. Additionally, we had some of the Winston-Salem, or Team Winston-Salem guys. I believe they had 3 or 4 each day. You can see their Miami-colored kit right up here, the teal and orange. Their main hitter they have that you really, really have to look out for is Owen Cole. And then for Joyce Athletics, to circle back on them, their main hitter is going to be nicking a bit. I believe he was previously a Flow Formulas rider. He did a lot of gravel for them. Correct me if I'm wrong, but now he's going to be on the road and crit for Joyce Athletics this year. Huge diesel motor, can just ride you off his wheel and kind of get the brake going. All right, check up in the front. You can see a cluster of riders going up the road. There's already, I believe, 2 or 3 guys up in front of them, and then now you have a small little chase group of about 4 to 5. I have a teammate in there, Jeremy. He's rocking the purple kit today. And I just happen to be in good position. I see that we've got a rider up the road, so what am I going to do? I'm going to kind of just sit towards the front and kind of just soft pedal. I'm not going to get all the way in the front. I'm not going to accelerate the pace. I'm kind of going to let guys do their own thing, and I've got a guy on the move, so this is what we want. You can see these riders going. We're good with letting him go. That gap is going to be really, really big and hard to cover. We're going into the hardest section of the course, mainly because of the elevation change. So we've come through the dragon back at the start-finish line, a couple like turns, rollers, elevation changes, and now we're going to come back over this hill and come up the main feature of this course. You can see Joyce Athletics up on the front right here. They have a rider in this move as well, so they're kind of just setting the soft tempo. I'm completely fine with this. Kind of just noodle our way through there, really easy on the watts. We're going to let these guys go up the road and hopefully let them get established and start a breakaway. The first part of this race, if you can't tell, we've jumped in at about an hour, 30 minutes in. The first part of this race was we had a break go really early, like from the gun, and we thought that was kind of going to be it. And luckily, us smaller teams, guys with either just one rider or like 3 or less, we kind of organized and kept the pace up and brought those guys back. Right here, you have Fergus Arthur going up the road, so really, really strong guy. He's going to be marked from Saturday, and you can see now, like all the surge is going. When you see Texas Roadhouse Fergus Arthur go up the road in his older kit, the group is going to respond. Like, we don't want him to go up the road because that's a lot of points, and people know to mark him. So I'm just going to kind of sag climb here a little bit, conserve my energy, nothing crazy. Before we get too far in this video, hit the like and subscribe button, guys. We are trying to get more guys racing to pin a number on, so hope you enjoy the content. We're out here doing the Lord's work, making these videos. I'm adding extra weight on my bike with these freaking GoPros. So if you see me out there, smile and wave. Say hello to the camera. But yeah, again, like and subscribe, share with the homies. Again, just trying to get some more exposure to the Southeast racing. and get larger fields. All right, for this video, since I recorded the back half of the race, I'm going to kind of jump in and out intermittently and do some commentary. Didn't really want to take the time to chop everything up and give you guys a full long video so you guys can jump on the trainer and enjoy this video. So I'll jump in and out intermittently. All right, guys, jumping back in here. So you can see these guys coming backwards on my right. So there's my teammate Jeremy right there in the purple, kind of blocked right here by the Lees McRae. There he is. So he was in that small chase group coming after Nick Hincapie from Joyce Athletics. And unfortunately, he didn't make it. The Team Winston-Salem rider didn't make it. And that, I believe it's Richmond School, didn't make it. So there is a small cluster of leaders up the road. I believe it is like 3 to 4. I didn't get the start list or the result list, so I'm not 100% sure who exactly is up the road. I know Fergus Arthur is up the road, and Nick Hincapie, and I believe Owen Cole made it up the road as well. So pretty much the 3 strongest guys in the field made it up the road. That's just how this thing's going to go. So now you can see we have a cluster that's going way on the right of the screen. There's a 3 rider that's starting a chase effort now. You can see him right there on the white line. And guys are trying to get their people up the road. So what's tough is with Lees McRae having so many bodies, it is extremely hard to kind of move through the peloton and get through the group. So you really got to take your chances and read the race. So we got Winston-Salem, Team Winston-Salem going up here on the right. I am in a perfect position. Going to jump on this thing, and now we are in the move, guys. This is going to establish a chase group right here as we're coming up the road, and we're trying to hawk down the leaders. One thing to pay attention to: there are going to be some back markers coming up. We're going to pass a couple of the Masters riders here pretty soon, so try not to get confused with them on the right side of the road. I believe that we're going to pass the moto, but no rear cam today. We have a pretty solid gap right now. Having Lees McRae and Joyce Athletics having so many bodies, like when they have representation up the road, it made it really easy for this small chase group to start to get away quick and to get a gap established pretty soon. So it's pretty good. So to recap who we've got in this thing, so we've got a DDP rider. This is Beckett. He's a younger guy. We have this Miller School kid right here. We have a Lees McRae rider up in the front. We have Matthew Crabb right there in the Hot Tubes rider up in the front of the Team Winston-Salem. Matthew is a multiple-time cyclocross national champion, so super strong, and now he's on this Hot Tubes development team. So I am in good company. Needless to say, I am probably the weakest out of all of these guys in this group. So I'm going to do my best to try and protect myself. And as I say that, Beckett just does a really strong pull through, very surgy. And you'll notice really soon that everyone just starts playing games really, really quick. I wasn't really sure why, like with Lees McRae and all the guys behind us, like, pretty much setting up a blockade so no one else could chase us down. I just really didn't understand why there was so much shenanigans from the start of this thing. And you can see who didn't pull through. Team Winston-Salem. Guy didn't pull through. Guys are already kind of just like doing the mind game, seeing how they can hurt you. For those of you guys who've followed the channel, you guys know that I am not a breakaway rider. I've been working on that this off season to try and just work on those threshold efforts, time and zone, different stuff like that. And this is the first real test to that. Definitely not super sharp right now, this being the first race weekend of the year for me. So just kind of just like trying to work on my breathing, not get my heart rate too high, but you can see it's like already above 180. I do a pretty good pull right here, just kind of nothing crazy. Try to keep it in my pants. And as you can tell, like Beckett came through on my right. Well, no one else is coming around him, and he just is like motoring through. Again, just another really hard, strong pull by Beckett, which is really good to see. But it's just making the group really surgy. Guys are snaking all across the road right here to kind of break you off their draft. You can see I've got a gap as we come over the train tracks. And you see guys like aren't pulling through. The games are starting. And this Lees McRae rider that is on the front is really, really strong. Does a mega pull. You can see I'm doing 350 to 400 watts to try and just like close this bike length down, and I cannot do it. So really, really hard pulls. I probably should have said something to him right here, like, hey, just chill out a little bit, like keep him a little bit smoother. But I'm kind of bleeding out of my eyeballs and just wanted to kind of focus on my breathing as much as I could. So I show my commitment by trying to pull through as much as I can and trying to keep it smooth. Here comes Beckett again on my right as we rotate through this thing. Really, really fast, good pulls. This is probably like the cleanest thing we've had all ride. But again, who doesn't pull through? Team Winston-Salem does another little cheeky move. So I'm expecting him to come through, and when he doesn't, it kind of have like that 1 to 2 second realization that like he's not coming through, and then boom, we have like a little bit of a gap. Now I'm out in the wind by myself again, trying to close this thing down and get back on the wheel. So little stuff like that. These guys are really, really good. They're very experienced at like riding a break and kind of picking you off one by one, making you hurt. It is definitely a skill. So this is, in my opinion, great footage to look back on to see some of the shenanigans that go on in a breakaway on a road race. I'm like, you can't tell, but I'm like flicking my elbow through, like, come on, dog, like come through. He finally does. He's chilling. He's got his good poker face on. But you can see huge gaps are starting to open up. That Lees McRae rider is on the front, and he's just doing mega pulls. And then when Matthew comes through, they keep the motor rolling. And now I have like a multiple bike length gap right here. Very, very dangerous. Luckily, they kind of look around a little bit and slowed up, and it's slightly downhill right here, and I can get low and get back on. But I am already the one that's showing the weakest legs in this group, and they probably know it. But again, I've said it before, like, I don't know why we were just being so surgy in all the games, other than they just didn't want this many people in the breakaway. Totally understand. More points on the line if they make this group smaller. But we're on the second to last lap, so when we hit the finish line, it'll be 1 to go. And right here, we're coming up this kicker.
Yeah, bro. Sorry, man.
I just let Team Winston-Salem know, like, yo, dog, like, I ain't got it right now. Like, We're coming up this slight rise. The elevation grade, the gradient overlay doesn't really show it right here, but it's slightly uphill right here. You have to do like 350 to 400 watts up this hill. Really, really tough for me. And I just let them know, like, hey man, like I'm feeling it. And Beckett does a good job, like not getting behind me. But you can see Hot Tubes rider, he's playing the game as well. Very strong, super tactical. And you can see they've let the gap open up on us. And Beckett does what he needs to do and surges to get back on their wheel quickly. And I just don't have that snap right now coming up this kicker, this slight drag, to reel him back in as quickly as I should. Hot Tubes is sitting on my wheel. He's kind of just like conserving his energy, playing it smart. And now I'm kind of just out here in the wind by myself to try and like just head down, reel this thing in. I cannot do over 300 watts. You can see my heart rate's coming down. It's because I'm just smoked. It does not want to go any higher. And I can barely get over 300 watts. The guy that just jumped on their train, he's in yellow and black. He's a Masters rider, so he's not a factor. Coming through the start-finish line, that is the bell lap. 1 lap to go, and I'm just like, dude, if I can just get on their wheel, like it'll be over. Like I can stay on, and everything will be fine. Do my best right here. They kind of soft pedal a little bit coming into this sweeping right-hander. I do as well. Like I'm only doing 150, but I take this as fast as I can. I am seeing cross-eyed, so just want to be a little safe coming through there. Stand up out of the saddle through the little rise as we start the little dragon back section. And if you haven't noticed, Hot Tubes is still on my wheel. I did the math. I think I did like a 1.5 minute, 2-minute pull right here, and he just kind of just sat on my wheel and wouldn't come through. Very tactical. That's his game he's going to play. And I'm digging at the bottom of the barrel right here, everything I can as we come through this like sweeping downhill section. Look, he's already flicking me through, and he's only been on for a couple seconds, so very smart. No way I'm coming through right now. Yeah, I don't know why he was getting mad at me for not pulling through. Like, it is what it is, dude. Like, you're stronger. I'm here hanging on. So, I'll do what I can. But yeah, there's really not much of a need to like show your dislike for people not rotating. I feel like everybody but me and Beckett in this small group has been playing games the whole time. So he comes through real quick, tries to pop me off the wheel, does a little micro sprint. Totally fair game. And you can see we're making progress to get back up to them, and I can barely do over 300 watts right here as I kind of stand up in one last little ditch effort to get back on the Hot Tubes wheel. All right, as soon as we start like making progress as the hill's gonna rise right here, you look up in the front, Lee's McRae rider goes on an attack. I'm sure he looked back and saw us kind of closing back in, and he did not want to add 2 more guys to their group and does a super hard attack. Come to find out, he ends up staying away, so he ends up in the middle of the leaders in this second chase group. So he kind of stays away, and Matthew from Hot Tubes right there does a great job just sprinting and popping me off his wheel. I had no snap left in my legs to come up over this hill. I'm breathing out of my butt right now, and that is going to be it for me, guys, on this small chase effort. Pretty disappointed, but you know, it was good to get back in the mix right here and be up the road for a little while. Definitely learned a lot on the breakaway shenanigans, so I'll put that in my back pocket for later, and I'll jump back in here in a little bit, guys, when we get towards the field sprint on the final lap. All right, y'all, we are jumping back in this thing. We will take you to the end of this. All right, so again, quick recap. We have a breakaway of, I believe it's 3 to 4 up the road, and then we have a chase group of 4 to 5 that are gone as well. And then now we are in the main peloton. We are sprinting it out for well, I actually don't know what for. The prize money only goes 10 deep, and I'm pretty sure points are only going to go 10 deep as well. Maybe if you're a Cat 3, since you're scored separately, that you're looking for a little bit of points here. But other than that, like, we're just sprinting for high fives. So I'm going to move up, try and get up to my teammate Jeremy up here in the purple. I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty smoked from my effort up the road. And I was battling cramps the first day at Fork Shoals race. So today I'm literally just trying to survive and kind of not cramp and potentially crash or wreck. So just know that for me, you're not going to see much from me. But we are at the front of the race. You can see that a lot of the teams, mainly Miller School and the Richmond Collegiate team, they are controlling the front. They have a lot of numbers left over in the peloton to kind of work out their lead out guys and kind of just keep it fast towards the front. And now it's really just fighting for position and hold position. You can see my teammate Jake right here coming through the middle in the pink socks. Gotta love those things. And now you're just fighting wheels and kind of just trying to stay towards the front as much as you can. You don't, if you're going backwards, this is the worst time to do that at the end of the race. And it's definitely more dangerous to do that. So if you can kind of leapfrog people and jump wheels, it's going to be much safer for you when you come down to this field sprint. And if you guys just keep watching up front, you'll start seeing lead out riders pop off the front of their trains, and you'll start seeing everyone's going to fight for wheels. Yellow line rule is in effect. Luckily, the motos were very lenient with us as I am maneuvering around my teammate Jake's wheel. This Red Star rider needs to hold his line a little bit. But no harm, no foul. We're good to go. Keep rolling. And we are literally a couple hundred meters from the finish, and this thing is about to snap off. I have no sprint. I'm encouraging Jake and Jeremy to go. And again, guys, we are sprinting for like 15th or something right here. Props to all these guys who stand up out of the saddle and come around me, sprinting for like 20th and 30th. Kudos to you. But yeah, guys, that is the Donaldson race for 2025. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Got to see some fun action in the breakaway. Results, nothing really to show for it. But hey, that's what happens sometimes. Every day is not your day. Appreciate y'all watching again. Share with the homies. Hit the like and subscribe button. Trying to get more action for Southeast Racing. Stay tuned. We are going to have the Rock Hill races for the Hincapie Spring Series coming up very soon. If you guys are in the area, come out and watch. Come out and sign up and race. Check it out. Appreciate y'all watching. Catch you on the next one.